What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Patreon. It is 1:03 p.m. here on the East Coast in the USA. It is March 13th of 2019. So, just going off of what we were talking about yesterday in the comment section of yesterday's Patreon post, somebody was asking about the moving averages here. We're looking at the 50 crossing or touching the 100-day moving average on the daily chart right now, right? We got the 50 touching the 100-day, looking for a cross. A lot of people are expecting that if this does cross to the upside here, then the price would see like a major run maybe to the 200-day before getting rejection, which of course is totally possible. But the reason I'm doubting this right now is because if you're just looking at the weekly, we actually have the exact opposite going on here, guys. We have the 50 crossing below the 100-day, which is a bearish cross, in contradiction with the daily, which is the 50 looking for a cross above the 100. So we have on the daily, we have a 50 looking for a cross, and on the weekly, we actually have a confirmed bearish cross right there. Right, so I'm going to continue to remain bearish on this market, guys. We got these highs right here that we're not able to get above, of course, 42.50, and now we are actually, creating a lower high here, getting rejected off of 39.50. 39.50 being quite critical level to be getting rejected on right there. So we're creating another lower high right now. Our weekly candle is red. Our 3-day is currently red. Our daily is currently red, and then the lower time frames, of course, are probably a little bit more bullish. But yeah, so we're just, personally, I think the price is just waiting to dip below this support, guys. I think we're pretty damn close to breaking, retesting the 200 moving average here on the 4-hour chart, and most likely breaking below. In today's update, I'm just using the moving averages. Usually I don't need to use moving averages, right? The price action pretty much tells me the same story here, guys, right? It's just some people find it helpful when you have these up. But on the 4-hour, we're below the 50-day, above the 100-day. So if we cross below the 100-day, it becomes quite likely that we'll fall below the 200 on the 4-hour. But yeah, guys, not all too much else going on. Yesterday, do we have more questions? I mean, yeah, of course. Still holding this trade up over 4.5%. So I'm going to hold on to this, guy. I still think there's a really good chance of a sell-off, and I think getting, nailing that target at this support channel is quite likely if Bitcoin does have a support retest, right? If Bitcoin does retest some of its support here, whether it's this support line, whether it's this support here, I think if Bitcoin does come back to retest some support, a move like this is not really that big of a deal, guys, right? If my targets are hit here for Ethereum, all we would be doing is hitting our upsloping support, right? We would just be hitting this support. And this target one here, right here, 116.30, a little bit of an overshot, but I'm comfortable with leaving it there. It's all right, right? So I'm looking for a support retest of our upsloping support on Ethereum here, and that would definitely happen if Bitcoin tests its support, whether it's upsloping or downsloping support, actually. Can't forget that, right? We have a few, I think the market's really just, it has way too much support areas to validate right now for a continued run. I think we need to validate the downsloping, horizontal, or upsloping support before we really make some moves and garner some more bullish momentum if we are going to continue up. Now, again, guys, I'm still looking for that overall bearish continuation pattern, guys. I'm looking for this to continue to the downside. Hit our, I'm guessing that we're going to hit the upsloping support, bounce to the horizontal support, get some lower highs, and break down, right? I mean, it could happen more flush. I mean, I guess it could happen. I think it's less likely. I think more likely we hit upsloping support, then hit horizontal support, find some lower highs, and then break down, right? As you guys know. So yeah, guys, I'm still remaining bearish on this. Our higher time frames are definitely still very bearish. But the one thing we have going for us for the bulls is higher lows and a 50 crossing above 100 on the daily chart. Those are the most bullish things you got going for you. Other than that, we're still finding lower highs in this market, and the volume is still decreasing. And the interest, if you go on Google Trends, not really increasing at all. Interest in Bitcoin is not increasing. Institutional interest could be increasing as the price continues to decline. And I think the lower the price goes, the more institutions will have their eye on it. So anyway, do we have more questions yesterday? So I just addressed the cross there. Michael says, I like the idea of real estate in Venezuela. It's a lot better investment than the petro. Yeah, definitely. Someone asked, what do you think of IOTA? My brother tells me it's the most technological advanced crypto out there. Chart looks like crap, though. I think the IOTA team is like given up, haven't they? Or is that wrong? Am I wrong about that? I wouldn't put too much... the idea behind IOTA would be very technologically advanced, but they're not really executing on it, right? They from my understanding, they were focused on machine-to-machine transactions and you know, solidifying themselves in that part of the industry as much as possible. But I think that you know, Bitcoin Lightning Network, if it's successful, would be able to do exactly what IOTA does anyway, or Ethereum. So I don't know. I think IOTA is going to be phased out, from my opinion. And I think that's about it from yesterday. Is there anything else I thought there was something else I wanted to bring up today. Maybe not. But yeah, guys, so long term, still waiting for a support retest, right? Long term, still waiting to retest some of this support here before even considering buying more, right? I have my positions at 3,600, 3,700, and 4,250. So I'm quite comfortable with that's my long-term positions. I'm quite comfortable with what's going on here. If we come back and we get some more volume here, right, comparable volume, then I might be taking some positions. But if the volume levels are really just not that high, then I won't. But if the volume levels increase drastically at this support level, then I would be taking long-term positions. And in terms of this trade right here, I'm looking to hold on to this, looking for a retest of our upsloping support on Ethereum. And if we do hit that target, then I will be profiting from that. So yeah, I'm holding that short, and I'm remaining patient on the overall market, guys. Everything I've been talking about is still in play. Nothing's changed, right? And yeah, I'll probably release a video later today on YouTube after I go to the gym. Going to go to the gym now. Also, some of you guys messaged me, commented, you know, not too long ago, saying that you were inspired to work out more because you heard that I was doing it on a regular basis, and I'm glad to be a positive influence on you, right? Because guys, you got to exercise. I'm glad I am inspiring people to exercise. It's very important for trading as well, right? I mean, it depends on the type of person that you are. It all depends on the type of person that you are. But for me, I have a much clearer mind when I work out. So definitely get out there, get some exercise. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you all very soon.